Hello, I am Sorospa, and today I'd like to talk to you a bit about this channel and why I make these videos. Um, so basically, I really started getting into Let's Plays pretty much just to make videos that my friends could watch. Um, I don't have a lot of views, and I don't have a lot of subscribers, and so for the most part, I've pretty much assumed that other than people I personally know in real life, no one's really watching my videos. And as a consequence, when my friends aren't able to watch these videos, they're busy, or they're just not up for it, then I don't tend to make them, just because I figure there's no one out there who's watching, my videos. Um, but I have noticed, to my surprise, that there are a few names in my subscriber list that are belong to people I'm pretty sure that I don't know in real life. And so today I'd like to talk to you. So if you've never heard of me outside of YouTube before, this message is specifically aimed at you. And I know that there's only a few of you out there, I'm pretty sure. Um, so that means that if you're interested in the content that I'm making, then you have the opportunity to drive the direction that this channel goes to some extent. Um, and lately, the people that I know in real life haven't been watching my videos so much, just due to stuff. And so I've kind of decided to reach out and see if there is anyone out there who's watching my videos besides them. And so I'm interested in getting comments from people. Even if I see subscribers or I see views or I see likes, um, those are really just numbers to me. And it would be super useful to actually get a sense of that there are, human beings listening to what I have to say, and that they have thoughts and interests and stuff. So if you watch a video of mine and you like it, I definitely encourage you to leave a comment. Um, if you want to leave a like, feel free, but that's mostly a visibility thing, I guess, and I'm not like super looking to get, internet famous or anything. Uh, so mostly I just want feedback on what people like and what what they want to see from me. Um, and I'm willing to take suggestions on what else I work on as I finish Final Fantasy IV. I get the idea that not a lot of people are watching Final Fantasy IV, and I don't blame you. I mean, they're long videos. It's a popular game that I'm sure a lot of other people have played, um, and so I'm just kind of playing it to um, mostly to show off the story to my friends who aren't familiar with the game. And there's really not an audience for that Let's Play outside of that. Although I have kind of tried to keep it so that it's accessible to people who happen to find it. But if my statistics are any measure, then no one's watching those videos, and that's fine. Which is why I want to ask, if you're out there, what you'd like to see. And I'm definitely willing to take suggestions of games that you'd like to see me play. Um, and I have a list of kind of a backlog of games that I plan to get to. Um, I definitely place an emphasis on games I played when I was younger, or even games I played more recently that I just thought were quirky or interesting. And especially games that I don't think as many people have heard of, because Those are the ones that I can really, you know, I can kind of delve into stuff that people haven't seen as much that it might be interesting to show off, like Archon or King's Quest 8. Um, so I'll just read these off, and if any of these that you want to see, then you know, leave a comment on this video and tell me if any of these catch your eye. So first we got Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which is an obscure-ish Final Fantasy game that's kind of um, was designed for beginners, I guess. I own a copy of that one, and I kind of want to show it off. Although this much Final Fantasy kind of concentrated together, I'd probably put that lower on the priority list. And I'm guessing that most people wouldn't be that excited to see me play that anyway. We got Rollaway, which is a obscure PS1 puzzle game where you're bouncing a ball around on this weird 3D geometric plane. All these blocks floating in space, and you're kind of collecting fruits and solving all these weird kind of 3D puzzles. We got No One Can Stop Mr. Domino, which is a very strange game on the PS1 that I just got a copy of. Um, and it's kind of you're running around as a little domino man trying to like set dominoes to like set off weird tricks and stuff. It's unusual, and it's also on the shorter side. Um, there's Rayman for the PlayStation 1. I know a lot of people have probably heard of the Rayman series, but this one's pretty close to my heart because the future Rayman games past that one used a completely different setting and discarded a lot of the characters in the world that Rayman 1 built up. And so that's one that I kind of want to show what that series or what that game used to be like kind of before it became a series and really radically changed. So that's one I really want to show off one of these days. There's Klonoa 1 is a game for the PS1 that I very much would like to show off, except I don't own a copy of it, and it's actually pretty expensive. So I'd like to do that, play it on a real PlayStation if I can, but we'll kind of consider that one for later. Unless, I don't know, you want to donate $50 to help me buy Klonoa 1, but I don't think anyone's going to do that. At least not right now. There's Klonoa 2, which I do own. That's for the PS2. Um, and the Klonoa games are kind of a platforming puzzle type games. They're very cool. Um, we got Wine and Roses, which is a free RPG Maker game. It's a little like an RPG, except that basically every encounter in the game is a boss, and it's a much shorter game than a full RPG where um, each fight is kind of like a puzzle where you have to figure out how best to deal with it and what order to fight these bosses in so that you can get the powers you need to take on each one in turn. Very interesting, and not one a lot of people have seen, I think. There's Off, another free RPG Maker game, which has kind of achieved cult status because it's extremely weird. Um, by all accounts, if I don't get anything one way or another, I'm probably going to play Off next just because it's such an offbeat and it's such a weird game that I can't help but want to show it off. So that's definitely high on the list. We got Earthworm Jim, classic Super Nintendo game. I don't currently own a Super Nintendo copy, although I do have it on PS3, so I might kind of go back and forth between whether I want to play it on Super Nintendo or play my PS3 digital copy. But if you guys want to see that, I can get that going right now. I got Sequence, which is I have a video of Sequence on. I was really not happy with that. The audio was a mess. But if that looks interesting to you, I'm probably gonna start that fresh. It's kind of a weird cross between like a DDR and an RPG. Really cool. Um, and the story is definitely worth seeing. So I'm definitely gonna come back to that eventually. Um, and next on the list is this one's notable. I know based on the I know based on the statistics I'm seeing that the guys who are watching my video, you guys hopefully, um, are super into Undertale because I've been seeing that most of my views are from my Undertale demo videos. So if you're psyched about Undertale, I'm psyched too. As soon as that game comes out, as soon as I've actually played it myself, I'm gonna get right on doing an LP of that. So if you want to see more Undertale, let me know. But obviously, I can't play it because it's not out yet. Um, so that's definitely something we're gonna see on this channel eventually. We got Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, which I also have done a video of. I don't know how much appeal there is to that one. Playing that horror game. I have plans to get back to that. I can't promise that I will be up for it because I am a huge wuss. But if a lot of people want to see me get the piss scared out of me, I might think about giving that a serious look. And the last one, and probably one you're not going to see for a while, is Monster Rancher, kind of a monster raising simulation game on the PS1. Um, and I know for certain that unless I actually get real editing software, even my closest friends are not going to be able to take watching me play that game uncut. It's a very time-consuming, very like I said, it's a simulation game. Um, it's really the sort of game where it's fun, definitely, but on camera I'd want to be able to cut to the interesting bits. So I'm gonna want to pick up some editing skills for that. If that's something you want to see, you know, I'm probably gonna be saving up for some real editing software. Um, Hopefully in the next year, I would hope, but that's not something I can bring to you yet, unless you are absolutely prepared to see that footage uncut, and I don't think you do. So, um, so that's all I've got on my list. If you have some other game you want to suggest, that's totally welcome. Whether I actually pick it up depends on whether I'm interested in the game, and whether I own a copy is an influence. So if I don't own a copy and the game sounds really interesting, I might look into getting a copy myself or emulating. Really depends. So, feel free to suggest anything you want. Uh, so, um, and let's see if there's anything else I wanted to cover. Um, I guess the last thing I want to say is just to emphasize that I know I don't have a lot of subscribers right now. Um, so if you're watching right now, then definitely if you want to see something on this channel, go ahead and suggest it. This is a tiny channel, so I am getting like 1 or 2 comments a month. If you talk to me, I will see it. I promise you that I'll see it and I'll respond. Cause there's no one else talking right now, so you've got my ear. Um, so uh, any suggestions that you want to offer, I'll give it a listen, and we'll see, where we want to go from here. Um, so I await any feedback that you want to offer, and I hope to see you again soon. So I will see you then.